I stayed at my family cabin when my boyfriend went home early and he says I abandoned him. My family has this tradition where every summer we spend 2 weeks at my grandparents' cabin up in the mountains. We've done it my whole life and it's honestly my favorite time of the year. There's no Wi-Fi, no TV, barely any cell service. We just fish and hike and swim and cook over the fire. It's like completely unplugging from the world. My boyfriend Ryan had been dating me for a year and a half when he asked if he could come this summer. Last year when I went, he complained the whole time about not being able to talk to me for 2 weeks. So I guess he figured coming with me was the solution. I was actually really nervous about bringing him. I warned him multiple times what it would be like. I told him we'd be hiking for hours in the heat, that the lake was freezing cold most days, that he'd need to bring books or something because there was literally nothing to do except outdoor stuff. He kept saying he'd be fine and that he wanted to see this part of my life. My whole family was there. My grandparents, my parents, my 2 brothers with their wives and kids. Even my aunt and her family stopped by for a few days. Everyone was excited to meet Ryan. The first day was okay. He went fishing with my dad and seemed to enjoy it. But by day 2, I could tell he was struggling. He kept checking his phone even though there was no signal. He'd just stare at the screen like willing the bars to appear. When we went on a hike, he complained about the bugs and asked how much longer we had, like 5 times. The only thing he actually liked was swimming, but the water was so cold you could only stay in for maybe 20 minutes before your teeth started chattering. By day 5, he pulled me aside and said he wanted to go home. I totally understood. This trip isn't for everyone, and I respected that he tried. My whole family was actually really nice about it. They told him he did great and that there were no hard feelings. I drove him to the bus station in the nearest town, which was about 45 minutes away. We got there, and I sat with him on the bench waiting for the bus. That's when he asked what time I'd packed my stuff. I looked at him confused and said I didn't pack anything. He just stared at me and said, "You're coming back with me, right?" I explained that no, I was staying for the rest of the trip like I did every year. His whole face changed. He got this look like I just told him I was breaking up with him. The bus pulled up and he got on without saying goodbye. He seemed mad, but I figured he was just embarrassed about leaving early. When I got home yesterday, I tried calling him, and he ignored every single call. So I drove to his apartment thinking something was wrong. He opened the door and immediately told me he was upset that I let him go home alone. That as his girlfriend, I should have come back with him. I asked him why would I leave when he knew how much I loved this trip. He said it was the principle of the thing that I chose my family over him. Then he asked me if we got married one day, would I just keep doing this trip without him every year? I told him, yeah, probably since it's been a tradition my whole life and I'm not giving it up. He said that wasn't how relationships worked, that couples are supposed to do things together and compromise. I pointed out that he was the one who asked to come, knowing what it was like, and then chose to leave.